Ever felt like you're stuck in a dark tunnel with no end in sight? Like no matter what you do, nothing changes and everything feels hopeless? Yeah, we've all been there. But here's the thing. Hopelessness lies. And today, we're not just going to talk about surviving it. We're going to talk about breaking through it. When everything feels like it's falling apart, it's easy to believe that things will always stay that way. That this is it, your new normal. But here's the first thing you need to know. Feelings are temporary. What feels like the end is usually just a turning point. So, what do you do when you feel like you can't go on? Breathe. Literally, just breathe. It sounds too simple, right? But when hopelessness kicks in, our brain goes into survival mode. Everything feels like it's spiraling out of control. Deep breaths, even for a few minutes, can calm your nervous system. It gives your mind a chance to reboot. Sometimes, that tiny act of slowing down is enough to break the grip hopelessness has on you, even if just a little bit. Change your focus. Right now, your mind is probably zoomed in on the things that aren't working, the problems that seem too big to handle. So, zoom out, shift your focus. What's one small thing you can be grateful for? One thing that's going right? It doesn't have to be massive. It could be something as simple as having a friend who checks in on you, or the fact that you got out of bed today. Gratitude, no matter how small, is a quiet rebellion against hopelessness. Don't isolate yourself. When you're stuck in a dark place, it's tempting to withdraw, to shut the world out and sit alone with your thoughts. But your mind is not always your friend when you're in a hopeless state. Talk to someone, even if it's just to say, "I don't know what to do right now." That connection can remind you that you're not alone in this. And no, you don't have to solve your problem in one conversation. Sometimes, just having someone listen is the first step toward healing. Remember, this isn't the first time you've struggled. Think back. There have been moments before where things felt impossible, where you thought there was no way out. But you made it. You survived. Hopelessness makes us forget our own strength, our own resilience. You've conquered before, and you will again. Take one small step. When life feels overwhelming, it's natural to freeze, thinking you need to solve everything at once, but you don't. All you need to do right now is take one step, just one. Whether that's sending an email, making a phone call, or even just getting out of bed, it all counts. Small actions build momentum, and that momentum can pull you out of even the darkest places. Rewrite the narrative. Hopelessness loves to tell stories. It loves to say, "This is how it's always going to be," or "You'll never get through this." But you are not defined by this moment. Life is full of chapters, and this is just one of them. So, pick up the pen. Tell yourself a different story. One where you do get through it. One where things do change. Because, spoiler alert, they will. Give yourself permission to not have all the answers. It's okay not to know what to do. It's okay to feel lost. But remember this. Not knowing doesn't mean you're doomed. It means you're human. Be kind to yourself in these moments. You don't have to have everything figured out to move forward. Keep going, no matter how slow it feels. Here's the truth. Sometimes progress feels invisible. Sometimes it feels like nothing is changing. But that's not the case. Even if you can't see it right now, you are growing. You are adapting. You are moving forward. Don't stop. Keep pushing. even when it feels like you're going nowhere, because eventually you will look back and realize just how far you've come. Hopelessness is loud. It screams that there's no way out. But the truth, it's not permanent. Every day you keep going, every moment you refuse to give in, you're proving that hopelessness doesn't have the final say. You do. If you're in that tunnel right now, just remember, the light is ahead. Even if you can't see it, even if it's miles away, it's there. And you're stronger than you know. So breathe, take that next step, and keep going. You've got this.